Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I was just in the mood to do some Foodie Beauty tarot readings, mixed with a little bit of gossip. Maybe we'll just jump into the Amberverse and do some readings on her as well, because I don't think I've ever done a reading on Amber. I don't think I've ever done a reading on Amberlynn Reed. Haliki Pondu. Maybe I might try my hand at doing some Amberlynn Reed stuff as well. How are you, Leaky? Let me just go ahead and get the cards ready. Hope you're having a good day, Leaky. So I've been keeping an eye on Chantal. Hey, Janie, Starburst, Cat Lady. She's so hot right now. You ain't kidding. She's a hot mess. Hey, Decal Cat. Well, there's definitely more interesting stuff going on with Amber than with Foodie, that's for sure. Hello, Kimberlina. Hello, darling. You know, it's not that hard to be more interesting than Foodie. I mean, if there's just a few things going on with yourself, you're more interesting than Foodie Beauty. She's determined almost to be boring. It's almost like she's testing the audience. How boring can I be and still keep an audience? I wonder. How little can I do and the audience will still stick around and watch? Let's find out. So how is everybody today? I thought we'd do some quick tarot on Foodie. Maybe do some stuff on Amber too. I know, Janie. Look, I got you. I'm a reactor to Foodie. I totally get it. She's boring. Boring! Boring. The live that she did, the wake up one where she's doing this. What in the world was that? I just got through looking at it to see if it was worth reacting to, and I'm flipping a quarter on that still. What are we talking about? She went out, she fed some cats. What else? What else is there to talk about? Meanwhile, on Amber's side of the fence, Amber's boy, I know it's bad, Janie. I know. Can you imagine being a reactor to Foodie? It's like, I'm looking for the talking points. I'm not finding them. I'm looking real hard, but I'm not finding them. There's really nothing to talk about. Hey, Hale. Hello. Hey, Amazon. Can you imagine looking through Chantal's dribble and you're trying to find the talking points to put into a video and you're not finding any? That's why sometimes I do this to Twitter peeps and I just leave it alone, because the Twitter peeps are more interesting than her entire life. I'm not just going to make a video to make a video. I want talking points, doggone it. I need actual talking points. All right. So hope you guys are having a very pleasant day. Let me just go ahead and clean these cards out. I thought it might be a good day to do it since Foodie's not live. She's not doing anything. She's not raging. Hey, Coco. And I just got through eating my lunch, so I got to let that settle before I do anything else. So quick question for everybody in my audience, the ones that are here. How many of you think that Foodie, that she's going to do a quick border hop? And how many of you think she's going home? Hey, is it, I can't pronounce your name, darling. How do you say it? Taika? One in the chat. One if you think she's going home. Two if you just think it's going to be like a quick over the border and back hop. So one for Canada, two for the border hop. Now we're all feeling like she's going home. Oh, it's a tie in here. We got a tie. Home as in Canada, yes. Hey, Jim. It feels like it's split down the middle. Listening to you read Foodie while playing Monster Hunt Wild's also one. Nice. Hello, Canon Gaming. Sometimes I do that too. I'll put on a video and listen to it while I'm playing Stardew Valley. So I got you. I sometimes will game at the same time I'm listening to videos. I'm guilty of that as well. Guilty as charged. Hey, Jim. Good evening, Neon Light. Is Salah MIA? I don't think he's missing Janie. I think for the most part, he's just done with Foodie. Hey, Jeff's couch potato. Jeff's couch pineapple. Love that. What are we voting on? Oh, Teresa. One in the chat. If you think that Foodie, when she does her visa run, one, if you think she's going to Canada. Two, if you think that she's just doing a quick hop over the border and back to Kuwait. Do you think she's hosting for family and friends? No. The family have told him to lay low. Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Tucker. Hey, Ami. Yes, for those that are just coming in, if you'd like to like and subscribe at any point, please do. If you thumbs up the stream, that means more people can discover me, and I certainly do appreciate that. Okay. I think for the most part that Salah's like, look, I can't. He's done. We got signs that he was done when Foodie got the car keys and she started driving herself around. He just gave up. He's like, look, I don't want to get up at 12 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning and go get your food. You want food? Here's the keys. Go. Scram, skedaddle, bye. Hey, Allison. He was just like, I don't want to be on camera with you. I don't want to drive you around. Here's the keys. Have at it. When the moment he gave her those car keys, it was a wrap for me. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to be near you. Just do your thing. Take care of yourself. He doesn't want to visit. He's only around when he has to be. Hey, Sammy. I understand. Listen, for those of you that are like, I've been hearing repeatedly in here that Foodie is boring. And even as a reactor, and I'm making videos on her, I'm with you. I don't disagree. Everything has gotten really stale with her. And have you guys noticed that I'm not reacting to all her content? She swears that she pays all of our rent, but have you guys noticed that I'm skipping a lot of her content? Like I don't react as much as I used to. There's a reason for that. Well, thank you, Neon. I mean, if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. Like I know Foodie likes to think she pays everybody's rent and everybody's bills, but that's obviously not true if I'm skipping the majority of your content, Foodie. I try to wait for the good stuff. I would rather wait for something good than put like 9 videos out that are bad. She talked about egg colors. What? What in the... She's so negative, it's taxing on the human psyche. Yeah, I know. Was that giant bandage one off her new hijab? Can I just say something about that? I have seen other ladies from the Middle East that wear the hijab differently, that they look very elegant. They look very cool and comfortable. Foodie looks a mess. When she puts her hijab on, it looks like she suffered from a toothache or she had a head injury. It doesn't look comfortable at all. And like it don't look right. She looks like a mummy with the mumps. Hey, Debbie's World. Hey, Angela. She goes for a visa run. She needs to stay out from Kuwait for at least 3 or 4 days. It used to be different years ago, and you could just leave and come back the same day. Really? Well, that's interesting to know. Honestly, though, if I were a foodie, I would just give up the ghost and go home. Because the longer she stays in Kuwait, the worse her money situation is going to get. I mean, she's already at the point now where she's begging money from people. I mean, but when you're so down bad on money, you're begging money from your subscribers, taking PayPal donations. That's a clear indication you need to go home. Like if whatever's going on there, if you're too overextended to the point where you're begging money from people, it really is time to go home. You need just to give up this nonsense and go home. You can't rely on your viewers to float you every month. Okay. It's midnight here in the UK. Very nice, Coco. So I think I might want to do some tarot on Amberlynn Reid as well. I was very surprised not too long ago to hear that Amber, she has tarot cards. She does the tarot. Oh boy. What is it about the girls picking up the tarot cards? All right. Just cutting the cards a bit more. Well, should I start out? You know what? Since we're doing the foodie stuff, should I start like we always do foodie? Should I start out with doing a reading on Amber? Switch it up a little bit. I find it strange because Amber says she's atheist. Well, she's got tarot cards. She's talked about them. What do you guys feel? Like, do you want me to wait till later on, Amber, or do you want me to do a reading on Miss Amber now? There's the booger. Hey. Hi. It's the baby. Hey, Anola. It's baby. There's the baby. Come here. She'll be up here in a minute. Hello, Yellow Moon. So, like, you guys put some response, if you guys can give me some feedback in the chat. Do you want me to wait till now to do the Amber reading now, or wait till later? Yes, Queen Booger, the one who tells me what to do. Booger tells me when to go to sleep. Isn't that funny? This 10-pound cat behind me, tells me when I need to go to bed. I am not joking. She tells me when to go to bed. If I try to stay up till late, she pressures me to go to bed. She'll claw at me like, Mom, why aren't you in bed yet? It's 10 o'clock. What are you doing? I'm an old lady. I want to get beneath the covers with you. Later. And he's your king. So you understand, don't you? Hello, Brooke. So I'm like, people are saying, do Amber now, do Amber later. Tell you what, since, let's see, when the queen permits, she never permits. I have to sneak the readings in when Booger's not looking. I don't own a cat. He owns me. Truer words were never spoken. We are not the, when you own a cat, you think you own a cat. They actually own you. We're just the givers of food, water, cat litter, treats, pets, scritches. They own us. It's not my world. They just let me live in it. My pickle runs the house. Your cat's name is Batman. Let me guess. He gets underneath the covers and treats it like his own personal bat cave. All right. You know, I've never done a reading on Amber, so you know what? I'm going to see what the cards have to say to Miss Amber right now. Because we are staff only, right? Without the name tags. We just need a name tag that says, hello, my name is. Same idea. So let's just do something on Amber first. Okay, Amber. Let's do a general reading on Amberlynn Reed first. Something just kept telling me, do one on her first. Hey, Bobby. What is going on with Amber? Okay. Okay. Like I'm just looking at these cards. Just give me a second. Oh boy. No, not Amber's washcloth. How did I come up with the name Booger? Okay, before we get into this, and somebody asked the question about Booger's name, it's really a funny story about Booger's name. Booger, come here. When she was a baby, her original name was supposed to be Patches, you know, because of the patches of gray on her white fur. But she was a feisty kitten, and living in the apartment, you know, I'd be in my computer chair like this, and I would have my hands like hanging off the sides of the arms of the computer chair. And Booger, being Booger, she would jump up and grab on to my hand with her little needle claws and it would hurt. And I'm like, oh, you're such a booger, you know, and she did that a lot. And I just like, oh, you're such a booger. And she just came to know that as her name. Hey, booger. Yeah, right. No, that wasn't Booger, Bobby. That was Sparky. That was Sparky. I found him while dumpster diving. But so her name was supposed to be Rags or Patches, but it became Booger because she lives up to her name. She's a booger. You know, like even though she's 10 years old, she still acts like a kitten. You know, she's like always like biting at me and love bites and all that stuff. So that's the origin of the name of her name, Booger. You're such a booger. All right. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to the reading for Amberlynn Reed. So, oh boy. All right. So the first card we get down is the Ace of Cups. For those who can see it, the Ace of Cups. This is not a good card for Amber. The way I'm taking this card is the bird on the top. Well, thank you, Brenda Sequin, for the super sticker, super chat thing. Appreciate it. Notice the bird on top of the cup dropping in. It looks like a wafer or a coin or something. And to me, it's making all of the water inside the cup overflow. So the cup is not, it doesn't have anything in it that stays in it. Everything that's in it is coming out. So I'm taking this card as this was her cup of fortune. She had a big cup of fortune, but there's something coming along and doing something to cause the fortune to come spilling out. And it's not just about money. It's just like the emotional state. Like her emotions are all over the place. Hey, Arabella and Yellow Moon. Like her emotions are all over the place. Like like her emotions are overflowing. Like she is not in a stable place. It's not stable water. It's just like the cup overflows. Like the cup is overflowing. It's like her cup was completely full until someone came along and dropped a stone in, and now it's all the water's coming out. And it has to do with this happy life that, this reading's for Amber. It had to do with this happy life that she was portraying in front of everybody. Once upon a time where she was making lots of money and she was in a relationship and everything was good. Like that, this has to do with a time of the past where this was happening. Like facing towards the rainbow and the cups and everything's fine. Like this losing of money, this emotional state that she's now in has to do with the past. This is the past. This is not the present. This is what used to be. This has to do with relationships. This has to do with money. Like the things being revealed. Now, what's funny is that this came in upside down. The Queen of Swords came in upside down. So this is for those who can't see the card. This is what it looks like upright. It came in reversed. So Amber is not feeling she's not feeling very strong right now. Anything you see of her online right now where she looks like she's okay, she's not okay. You know, like she feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? She feels very unstable. She doesn't feel like she's in a position of strength or influence. Hey, Catherine. You know, like the queen is off her throne, essentially. She doesn't feel powerful. They're not feeling powerful at all. I don't know what's going on with her, but like there's some kind of messages that she's trying to send to somebody. Like she's trying to communicate with someone. This is a communication messages card. Like she's trying to talk to someone. I don't know if the person she's trying to talk to is talking to her, wants to talk to her, but there is a feeling of like messages. Oh Lord. And there's just too many battles going on. Like there's too many swords pointed at her. Like this, it's not just one person. It's many people. Like she's feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling like overwhelmed. She's feeling very overwhelmed right now. She's feeling very vulnerable. Because I don't think she's ever dealt with a situation like this ever. Where it's coming in from all sides. You know, like from everywhere. Like first it starts over here, then here, then here, then here. And she's just like, oh my God, I can't. You know, it's like I can't hold all these swords at the same time and fight all these battles. Hi, beautiful regret. So this is a sense of she's feeling very overwhelmed. Like there's too much like coming in different directions. She can't prepare for it. She can't stand her ground for it. She can't stand strong for it. It's just like like her world has been turned upside down. Hey, Brenda. And hold on, there's one thing I want to look up here. So this just came out, the moon card. This moon card has to do with secrets. You know, like if that's what she's feeling overwhelmed by, it's just, it has to do with secrets. It has to do with things that people don't know and are finding out. And she knows there's more. She knows there's more. Like the things that we know now, there's more. There's a lot more. So there's a feeling of waiting for the next shoe to drop, not knowing who's going to do it, when, how, why, what. Just there's a sense of like nervousness because she knows like the people that are talking, they know more. There's definitely more. They haven't revealed every detail. It's not a case of, okay, everything's out in the open and I can just take a breath now because there's nothing else that they can say on me. No, there's a lot more. And I want to go further with that moon card because I want to know what's the moon card about? All right. Okay. I wanted to expand on the moon card. I wanted to know, like I was asking the question, I'm like, what is this? What is this in regards to? This came up. And this came up. 3 of Wands. So what are the secrets? The Devil card could be representing so many different things. Somebody being controlling. Somebody being manipulative. Something to do with money. I hear controlling people's time. That could be part of like her controlling ways with her food addiction. Like there's more that we don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's going to come out, but that's what she's worried about right now. Like she's like, they've already said this much, but not all the secrets have been revealed. And then we have the 3 of Wands with that. Something to do with her. What is this? Other ways that she's making money. She's worried about that too. That the people who know how she makes money off of YouTube will talk. what they will reveal. There are people around her that know about her other ways of making money, and she doesn't want other people to know, for those details to come out. So it's like there's a sense of like biting the nails, like, are they going to say anything? They're going to say anything? Okay. Like, listen, I'm not saying I know exactly what Amber is doing, but there are people around Amber that know details about how she makes money off of YouTube, because YouTube is not the only way she makes money. Hey, Debbie, there's other stuff. There's definitely other stuff. Somebody knows something. And she's like, are they going to talk or are they not going to talk? And she's like over there holding her breath. Thank you, Cats for Nelson. I appreciate you. Oh, I love the kitty picture. Okay, and the next card over is the Six of Pentacles. Hey, Sunburst Tarot, welcome. I thought I'd do like a quick reading on Amber, Sunburst Tarot. Like, I've never done a reading on her before. I wanted to see what the cards, what they would tell me. And it's a little bit interesting. Like, she's basically feeling unbalanced right now, and she's worried about other stuff that's going to come out, because there's somebody around her that knows something about how she's been making money. That's what we've gotten so far. Y'all, Sunburst Tarot has a wonderful channel. Y'all check it out. If one of my mods in here could link Sunburst Tarot, her channel, in the chat, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. So we got the Six of Pentacles. I want to know more about that. I need another card for that. I think she's worried about like more conversation being had about the whole financial control thing. Like there's been discussion about her financial control, and it has prompted discussion. Like, Beck has talked about it, but I think she's worried about that there's more to it. There's more to it. There's more things that could be said, and the people that have those things to say have decided not to speak just yet. She's worried about that. Like all the games she played with money. Yeah. And a person, like, and this Wheel of Fortune, I feel, has to do with this person, this individual, the King of Pentacles. And I think I know who that is. I'm not going to say this person's name. Somebody who has money, someone that was close to Amber, that he knows some of her secrets. All right, so moving on to the Magician card. Let's see. She might be playing around with stuff that really she should be leaving alone. She might be playing around with things of a magical nature, trying to get her way or fix this mess that's been created. But even if she does that, it's not gonna help her financial status. Does Amber know Enemy Sucks? I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling that Enemy Sucks. Like, I don't know if you guys were around. You guys remember a person named BBW Veronica? She mentioned that she and Foodie had the same client. Now, and she said they had the same client. She didn't say who. But like here's what's making me like a light bulb kind of went off. So what does everybody talk about with BBW Veronica? Like her farting on cakes, right? Now, Anime Sucks, he's got a fart fetish. He's into anime, he's into the furry stuff, he's into the big women, but he's also into farting. So I'm wondering if her farting on a cake, if that was for Anime Sucks. Maybe she was doing something for him, per his request. Because like and Anime is a very extreme person. So like that just got me thinking. I'm like, this is this guy's fetish, and she did something on a cake. So was it because of him? Could that be a shared client? Hello, SM. Anyway, so I don't know if Amber knows Anime Sucks, if he's talked to her. Okay, moving on. Like whatever she might be doing magically, what if she's doing candle spells or whatever, it's because like her money is upside down. She's not feeling like a queen. Like she's not like again, this is the second time I've seen like she had the Queen of Swords card earlier. She's got the Queen of Cups card. So the Queen of Swords, she's not feeling strong. Like she's losing money. Like she just like, neither one of those queen cards were upright. She's not feeling like she usually feels. Okay. Oh boy. You know, like she's been spending a lot of time paying attention to what's going on with Beck. You know, like she's nearly, I think she's spending a lot of time paying attention to Beck and what they have to say and what they are doing. And she doesn't even want, she's just like, I got nothing to fight with. I got nothing. I literally have nothing. Like she's just all in her head right now. And here we go. The Empress upside down. So Amber is just Amber. Like your world's been like, girl, you're crashing out. You are crashing out, madam. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so how about I do just real quick for Amber? Let me just get this out. What is this? All right, where I'm looking for some certain cards. He would have recorded the evidence and probably sold it online somewhere. How long have I been reading tarot? I think I started reading tarot back in my late 20s, I think it was. And it all started because I was living in Florida. I lived really close to a metaphysical shop. And I just wanted to get my cards read. And I went for a reading, and it was, cost me some money. The person who did the reading, I didn't feel like he did a very good job. But then my logical brain took over. I'm like, I just paid this person X amount of dollars to do my cards. At the same time, I can get my own tarot deck and learn to read them for myself whenever I want. So I started, reading the cards that way. And I mainly read cards intuitively. Everybody does it differently. Thank you, Sunburst. We just want to bees. So that's how it all started for me. Everybody has a different way of reading tarot. All right. Why the mini decks? I'm interested in your views. When tarot readers, we accumulate decks, and different decks will connect with different people. Different cards, different decks, they give you different messages in different ways. They all have they all feel different. Plus, if you read tarot, sometimes you'll read off a deck and you'll feel like it's getting tired. Like you can just tell it's time to put the deck away. So it's good to have other decks at the ready if you want to keep going. So, I have my different oracle decks as well as regular tarot. So, example, I have the regular Rider-Waite deck. So the images on the Rider-Waite are different than, say, the Phantom Wise Tarot or Spirit and Shadow. You get different images and different energy, and the messages are all different. Okay, so how on the oracle deck, how is Amber feeling about herself? Would I ever make a deck? I've considered it. All right, how does Amber feel about herself? What's general oracle for herself? Well, so what's going on with her? We got turd, party animals, sex, drugs, and alcohol, indulging in sensual pleasures. Well, I've seen some stuff, and that would apply. She's doing something right now, or she's numbing herself. She's numbing herself. She's giving herself the self-soothing of pineapples. I know. Turnt. She's doing a lot of self-soothing. And again, this is because she's not feeling very strong right now, and she's feeling like her whole world is upside down. So she's just going to turn to different things to just get her through. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say something. She's indulging in something. I'm not saying what. I think she's talking to somebody already. Miss Thing's got somebody in the wings already. All right, and why do I say that? We got fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. Then we got this card next to it, morning after, up all night, late night rendezvous, spending the night. So she's talking to somebody. And then there's this, all the feels, deep love, soul connection, feeling at home. She's talking to someone. She's talking to somebody. She's got somebody in the wings. Maybe more than one person, but maybe that's part of the reason why she's in party animal mode. Like she's just like, my YouTube thing is crashing and burning. I might as well just party with someone. No, I'm not saying she's doing the math. I'm like, she could be self-soothing with food. I don't know what else she could be doing, but I know she might be self-soothing with the food. Let me see here. Yeah, I know. And she's like, like she might be taking the attitude of, look, the cat's already out of the bag. I might as well just come forward and act like I'm in on the joke. But beware that Amber is also a troll, intentionally causing upset, baiting a reaction, provoking disputes. Like, I'm feeling like with this card that Amber, like, Spirit is telling me she's calculated. She's very calculated. Like, before she turns that camera on, she knows, like, she's got, like, what is she going to say? Like, she doesn't plan all of it, but she knows what to say to get people kicked up. So, like certain words or sentences or talking about certain subjects, like she's trolling. She deliberately inserts things into her lives, into her videos where she is trolling. So there's trolling happening, y'all. There's trolling. Yeah. She's definitely working on somebody. She's on to the next. She is on to the next. So basically her attitude right now is F it. Yeah, this stuff's coming out about me. I can't stop this person from talking. So I'm just going to party. I don't care. I'll turn lemons into lemonade. I won't even add the sugar to the lemonade. I'll let it be as sour as it wants to be. It's going to be sour anyway. I'll just party in the meantime. Like, if she's not going to come online and apologize and make things right. She's going to go the other direction. She's going to troll people. Like, yeah, she's, like, yeah, people are mad. I want them to be mad. They'll watch me if they're mad. She has a stellium in Capricorn. Her moon is in Taurus. She has a lot of earth placements. We Capricorns do not claim her. She can't sit with us. Not allowed. So while I'm here, we kicked her off of her seat near our table. She's not allowed to sit with us, Caps. I know. I'm curious about something. How she feels about Beck. December Capricorns are being their own. Yeah, I'm a January Capricorn. Dang it. How does Amber feel about Beck? How does she feel about Beck? And for those of you, if you're enjoying the tarot stream, please, if you could, thumbs up the stream. If you want to sub to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. You don't have to, you don't want to, but You thumbs up the stream, more people can find my channel and enjoy the tarot readings as much as you do. But let's look into, how does Amber feel about Beck? Okay, Dave, today. How do you feel about Beck, Amber? Oh, no. What? Wow. This is crazy. All right. So I was asking, what does Amber feel about Beck? And this is the first card that came up. Wow. Oh, how are we taking that? I'm taking that card as, like, how does she feel about Beck? She's feeling like the power that she used to have over Beck doesn't work anymore. Like, whatever she's trying to do to hurt Beck, like pressuring or poking or like, hey, message me and let's talk about this in private. And Beck is saying, talk to the hand. You know, like getting shut down. Getting shut down. It's like, nope, nope. Like, it's the door is shut and the door is closed and the door is locked. There's a padlock on it and you don't know the combination, nor are you going to. So walk away. I hit the road, Jack. Like, so, like, she's feeling very locked out of Beck's life. Like, you have no place here, ma'am. Get gone. Get out. Let's see. Also, about how does she feel about Beck? You know what I'm getting? I'm getting that she knows that Beck is very caring, giving hearts, showing love, caring actions, selfless gestures, that she is acknowledging that Beck is a caring person. She acknowledges that Beck is a caring person. You know, she recognizes that. Exactly. Beck straightened their spine and she doesn't know what to do, right? Not used to that. Not used to somebody bucking up to her. Um, let's see. I want to throw cards on this one here. Oh. All right. Let me look at this. Honestly, like, she doesn't, on the emotional front, she does not care about Beck. It's not like there was actual true love there. Like, I love you still and I want you back. And that's not what's going on here. Like, Amber does not care about Beck. Like, if there was anything emotional there, it's not there anymore. So it's like, you know, blowing bubble gum, don't care, 0 F's to give. It's like there's, on the emotional front, as far as attachments, she has none towards Beck. She got none. But there's fighting between them, throwing hands, disagreements, hostility, animosity, conflict, and fighting. You know, it's like this is about the truth coming out. This is not about the love. There was no love that she felt for Beck. It's about, oh, you're gonna open your mouth. You're gonna open your mouth. You know, like, and you're gonna throw dirt on me. Well, okay. And and not only are they throwing like the disagreements, the hostility, animosity, conflict, and fighting were put on blast. Outing personal info, being called out, public humiliation. So it's like what happened in private, but how dare you speak about it in public? Like the public thing is so important to me. How dare you? You know? And she's feeling salty, feeling wrong, bitter and dramatic, jealousy. So she's feeling very, very salty. Yeah, Amber did not see it coming, not at all. So that's interesting. So her world has been turned all the way upside down. And whatever you see her doing on her YouTube channel, it's a front. If she's acting like, I'm not bothered, I'm fine, we're fine. It's a lie. But Amber did not learn her lesson. She's on to the next. She's already hopping to the next. She cannot be alone. She's already looking for the next person. Talking to somebody through messages or phone calls or something. Already lining somebody up. She's already lining somebody up. Now I'm hearing right now she's talking to 3 or 4 people. There's more than one. She's got multiples. She's talking to multiple people. It's not just one. Hey, Sour Cat. Scary stories on your channel. Nice, Sour Cat. You know what? I've got a few creepypastas with rules that I need to write down for y'all. It's just going to take a while to put those together, but I got some great ideas for creepypasta stories. You know, I guess I love those creepypasta videos, especially the ones with the rules, but they all sound the same to me. So I've got some ideas to take that idea and turn it on its head. You know, all the creepypasta stories sound the same to me, don't they? The person who is applying for a job, they're basically broke. They need the money. In half the stories, the person gets the rules and then doesn't follow the rules, and then everything gets all messed up. It's like, why didn't you follow the rules, idiot? Long drive. There's one creepypasta channel that I love listening to, Lighthouse Horror. Oh, they get the stories on there are so good. Long drive, pick up a hitchhiker. I should write a really silly one. I manage an outhouse in Canada. There are 10 rules to survive. I'm responsible for cleaning one outhouse in Canada. There are 10 rules to survive. Rule 1. Before the 21st or 22nd of every month, always make sure to stack the outhouse with extra rolls of toilet paper. Because there's a certain entity that'll roll through, that'll go through them all. And God help you if you run out of toilet paper. All right, let's move on to Chantal. Rule number 2. If it's the dead of winter and you see something that you wouldn't normally see that looks out of place, like houseflies or fruit flies flying around for no random reason, run. Because the entity known as Cutie is somewhere close by you. Some peeps don't use CP. All right, Foodie, your turn. What's going on with Miss Foodie? Hello, here you are. Okay. What have you got to say, Chantal? Why are my cards upside down? What is this? I got to straighten this out. What are you doing? Ugh. There. My cards are all askew right now. All right. What's going on with Foodie? Is everybody awake? The chat is kind of froze a little bit. Doggone it, YouTube, do your job. What am I paying you for? All right, just making sure. Sometimes the chat freezes and there's no reason for it. I don't have that many people in here. All right. Okay, on to Miss Foodie. What are you doing, Foodie? Well, thank you, Yellow Moon, for gifting the memberships. Appreciate it. It's Sunday Fun Day. Yeah, Boogers. There she is. Booger. You see? You just say her name and she's like, what? Booger. Booger. Hi, baby. Hey. Hi. Uh-oh. Thank you, Stacy. So what's going on with you, Foodie? No, she's eating right now. She's making her move. No, she's eating her food. All right. This is really interesting. Really interesting. This reading was supposed to be for Foodie. Like I was like, I want to do a reading for Foodie. But somebody else is popping up. But somebody else is popping up in this reading. King of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Damn. No, it's not. It's not Nads. That's not Nads. It's not. I know exactly who that is. Hi, Anime. Hello, Anime. Foodie's been doing stuff for him. Yep. She's been doing stuff for him to make money. They've been communicating through messages, back and forth. She's feeling very trapped by the whole situation. She's definitely not happy. Booger, what are you doing? Hi. Boogers. Hi, baby. All right, let me, you know what? Let me just throw down some extra cards on top of these. All right, Booger, honey, you got to get down from the table. I love you. There you go. Good girl. I want to throw down a couple of extra cards on top of the King of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles. Damn. Okay. Well, all right. Let me just, I'm going to get one of those clamp things so I can just put I can show you guys the cards as I put them down so you guys can see instead of having to hold them up all the time. All right. So for the King of Pentacles, I wanted some clarifiers because I wanted to further expand. This is for Foodie Payday. The King of Pentacles, I wanted to expand on that. So the expanders, the clarifiers were the Queen of Cups. And then we've also got the Nine of Wands. So this is a person who's got the money, and he's also like this. He's got the ideas. Like, I know how to make money. What I have for dinner? McDonald's. I only had one meal, though. I didn't have 3. Chantal gets 3. I only needed the 1. I was good. A quarter pounder of cheese, some fries, and a smoothie, and I'm full. I'll be full for hours. I don't need 3 meals all at once. All right. Now, we don't need to go that far and do all that. But no bonus sandwich. It really doesn't make sense to get a bonus sandwich because McDonald's food is not really food you can put in the fridge and then heat it up later and it tastes good. So, no. It's not good reheat food. You know what I'm saying? Like, pizza is good reheat food, but McDonald's, nah. So going back to the reading, Anime sucks. He's got the ideas for stuff, but Foodie can't do what he wants her to do without it affecting her physically. Hello, Kaylee Star. So it's like, yeah, like she can do the work, but like there's gonna be some damage. Like, look, the person's got the bandage on the head. It's like, and they're looking back at the wands like, I'm doing this, but I'm not exactly happy doing it. Like, they're not looking back at the wands with a smile like, oh, I'm doing this and I like doing it. There's a sense of like, there's pain involved. There's a sense of like, oh, I have to do this. Like, she's not happy doing that work. So I want to clarify on the Pentacles card, like this card right here. I get the, what about the work? What about the work? What about the work? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, we got the devil card for the addiction. And we got the star card. So whatever this content is she's doing off of YouTube, it definitely it involves something that she's addicted to. It involves temptation. I feel it's also of an adult type nature, like adult sexy playtime. Like, she is the star. She's definitely the star. But she's like, if he popped up I was trying to do a reading on her and he popped up immediately. He must be really close, or like his energy just be that. I'm trying to read on her and he popped his nose into my business. I don't appreciate that, Anime. Go away. I wasn't reading on you. Why are you popping up in my reading? Get lost. But she's been doing stuff offline for him somewhere. Oh. Like, she's not going to be happy doing this thing, and the two of them are going to clash. The two of them are going to clash about whatever content he wants her to do. Like there's going to be, she's going to be like a mule, trying to drag a mule uphill when the mule's wearing roller skates. The more he tries to push her, the more she tries to push back. Like she is not someone that she'll do something easily. I mean, you got to work to get her to work. Okay. You know, I'm feeling something right here that she's been talking to Pete's, that she's been talking to him. I feel like this is his energy with the Page of Wands. But hold on. I need to expand on that too. Oh, just as I thought. Okay, so the Page of Wands, if she's reaching out to if she's reaching out to Pete is like, look, all right, one more. Chantal's got options about what she can do. And there are different people offering her different deals. She's got somebody with money offering her something. She gets like somebody's offering her, somebody's got money. Somebody's got ideas. Somebody's got something. They may not be rolling around in wealth, they got something. And there's another one that if she goes to him, like there's going to be some hard times. So it's like she's got options about where she can go and what she can do. It's just think thoroughly about what you're going to do before you do it. Because currently she's sitting in a position of she doesn't have any money. Like she's sitting in a position of like, I got no money. I got nothing. You know, like door number one, here's this option, this person, their money situation. Door number two, there's this situation. Door number three is this situation. Free reading. Yeah, I'm doing a free reading on Foodie right now, Rosie. Because like Foodie's down, like she's got money, but as soon as she makes it, it's gone. She doesn't save anything. She doesn't plan anything. It's just gone. I don't like Pete, but the way Foodie treats him is awful. She's not a nice person. And I would have more of a sympathy bone for Pete had he not done what he did to BBJ. Had he not treated his cat Timbit the way that he did. He was mean to BBJ. He was not a good owner to Timbit. So my sympathy bone for him is very, very small. You know, I would have more of a sympathy bone had he not done what he did to BBJ. If he had not treated her the way that he did. I'm not doing readings for like people in chat, Rosie. So let's see. So right now, Foodie's like she doesn't have much money in pocket. She's like, okay, what's the best deal? Trying to figure that out. Like the Wheel of Fortune, like the Wheel of Fortune is like, hey, it can go any way. She can pick any path she wants, you know, any path where she wants to go. Oh. But whatever she does, that's my fuck around and find out card. So it's like there's no path that she's going to pick that's going to be devoid of problems. Each path has its own set of problems. You know, there's no perfect path. It's like whatever path you pick, there's going to be issues. There's going to be issues. Each one has its own separate issues. Trying to find a path with no issues is going to be next to impossible. So I think right now she's trying to weigh the pluses and the minuses of each situation. So how is Foodie feeling right now? You know what? I'm just going to, I'll switch to a fresh deck. Just to make sure we don't get the same cards. How does Foodie feel about herself? All right. Is everybody okay out there? I think King Star is done with her. I think he's been done with her. Like the moment the word doxing came out of her mouth, he was done. She's a legal liability at that point. He's got to think of his money. I'm so over the Kuwait arc. Me too. You know what? I think everybody is. I think even the Beezers are. They've been talking a lot about the things she used to do in Canada. Like, remember this, remember that. Some of them were around at that time where they've seen the retro react videos. They're over the Kuwait arc. It's too boring. They wanted to go home. Keemstar is recruiting Amberlynn Reed. Good luck with that, sir. You're going to have your hands full. Yeah, you know what, Payday? I saw that clip of Wings and his wife. That was hard to watch. And that was really hard. I just wish she would go home like Salah Dad told her. You know what, Sour Cat? She's going to hang on by her fingernails. She's staying in Kuwait just because everybody in girl world is telling her she needs to go home. Just because we're saying, you need to go home, Foodie. She thinks she's doing something by staying there. Like, haha, I showed them. At the same time, she's losing money and she's losing views. Like, she's not hurting us, she's hurting herself. But for her, it seems like it's a small victory, so she feels like she won something. I think she's going back to Canada. She has her Holy Trinity back. Yeah, I saw that too. Ashley, Plain Cheeseburger, and frickin' Sofa King. I remember them. They've come up over here a few times and gotten banned. They've come in my chat room and they've gotten blocked. They know they're not welcome here. All right, so how is Foodie feeling right now? About herself. She's losing relevancy at this point. That can be difficult to regain the momentum when she's lost it. You know what? Here you are. Before we get started with this part of the reading, I will say this. Let's just imagine this, y'all. Let's just say Foodie did go back to Canada. Would there be a little bit of excitement about that? Yeah. Because everybody's been wanting her back in Canada. But if something happened between her and Salah, if she could just go and immediately do a 360 and do a backflip and start spilling the tea right away, no. I think if she went back to Canada, and if her and Salah were done, she's going to hide it for a while. And she's going to, like, because she's back in Canada, she's got to establish a home base, and she's got to sit down and brainstorm and try to think about the next arc or the next script she puts together, or what she's going to say to make herself look like the victim or the hero. Like, it's going to, even if she came back to Canada, it's going to be boring for a while. She's going to bore everybody to death. Everybody's going to be tuning in to see if she's going to do something exciting or if she's going to rage. And it's just going to be more boredom until it's not. If something happens between her and Salah, she'll hide it for at least a week until she figures out how she can introduce the idea of going after Salah or whoever. She's sick. She can barely move now. Polo necks. How does Foodie feel about herself? How are you feeling about yourself, Foodie? Oh, like in general, how you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling about things, ma'am? Well, this is very layered here. This is very layered. Pardon me, excuse me. Well, she might be doing some sexting or something with somebody. Cuddle session, intimate moments, escaping the world together. Like, she is, like, I know her and Salah aren't doing anything, so this has to be like long distance sexting, maybe some live session type time with somebody. Like, she's been doing adult stuff with somebody. Like, she's not feeling very secure about herself right now. Low self-worth, negative body image, feeling judged. Like, she knows how big she's getting, y'all. She doesn't have a good feeling about herself. Like, the bigger she gets, the worse she feels about herself. And she's having to do some adulting right now, getting things in order. And she's, you know what? Expand on the adulting, please. Oh. I think she is going home. I think she is going home. Because I wanted to do some expanding on that. And can you expand on the adulting thing? Yearning, missing someone, reminiscing about what? The past? Who in your past could you be reminiscing over? Oh, I can think of somebody. Maybe you're putting together a checklist of things you need to do to get back to Canada to see this person again. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Like, whatever's going on, like a quick getaway, the runner, escaping. So, like, this card has come up a lot with her readings lately. running scared, escaping, a quick getaway. Like this doesn't feel like she's going to go maybe across the border and back. This feels like she's really got to lock in and get out of there. Like something is going on or something is going to happen, and she's like, I got to go. Yeah, like, what is this? I want to see what this is. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. So this next card, I'm like, what in the sex appeal, physical attraction, irresistible desire? And I was like, can you please explain? I need more, please. Thank you. Then I got the vibes card, sensing something, unexplained feeling, listening to intuition, followed by receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. Did somebody get caught? Is somebody gonna get caught? Somebody gonna get caught up. Somebody gonna get all kinds of caught up. And you know what, Foodie? You know what, Foodie? This card keeps coming up for you. This card keeps coming up for you, ma'am. Like every time I do one of these readings on you, like this card either pops out immediately or pops out eventually. You need to get your butt to a hospital. You need to go get your health checked. You need to go see a doctor. Maybe you have seen a doctor. Maybe you know things are bad and that's why you're going back to Canada. But you need to, okay? You need to take care of your body. You need to go see somebody. You need to go home now. Huh. You need to go home. Like, don't go home because I'm telling you to, or because the girl world is telling you to. Go home for you. If that's the spin you want to put on it, if that's the reason when you want to use, go home. Put your health first. You're concerned about Foodie Beauty, but without Chantal's body, there is no Foodie Beauty. Understand? Like, you're stupid. You live completely on social media, but without Chantal Marie's body being alive, there would not be the Foodie Beauty persona. So you need to take care of the Chantal Marie body so that the Foodie Beauty persona can continue. Does that make sense? The persona needs a living body to actually work. Dumbass. All right. She just lives so much on social media, she just doesn't get it. Like, I'm Foodie Beauty. No, that's your persona. That's not a real person. That is just a fucked up personality you created. All right. So how about, let's see, I do one on Salah. What about Salah? Yeah, she does need to go home. She needs to go right home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go home. And Foodie, I don't like your ass. You're evil. But you know what? You need to go home. All right, we're doing one on Mr. Salad. What's going on with you, Salad? Thank you, Yellow Moon, for the gifted subs. Appreciate it. memberships. Memberships. Appreciate it. All right. And for those of you in my chat, if you're enjoying the tarot readings, please, if you could give a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It would help people find my channel and enjoy the tarot readings too. You know, we can bring in some more friends and have a good time together. Aunt Phyllis. You know, that's a good idea. Hello, Fox Cat Gameplay and Green Gelatin. And Aunt Phyllis. I don't think there's anything wrong with Aunt Phyllis. That's just an excuse she's trying to use. I've never heard of Aunt Phyllis being sick. She's a poor fly. Jeff's on our side. Jeff is girl world adjacent. We've got somebody on the inside. It don't matter that the person we got on the inside is a housefly. It still works. Jeff is hanging out and bringing us all the tea. Jeff's like, I'm here. I got my relatives. I got my friends. I got my kids. Okay, the little maggots. They're going to turn into little reporters for Girl World. We got this on lock. Don't worry about it. The only payment that we need is a piece of rotten fruit, and we're good to go. Like, just feed us like an old rotten orange. We're good. And we'll give you all the tea. You know, you give us a leftover Twinkie and a banana and a leftover pineapple rotting in the couch, we're good to go. So, like, their payment is pretty cheap. Just leave out a little bit of food and they'll report back all hours of the day or night. All right, Salah. Hero is another goat. That bite was deserved. Yes, it was. Bulgur. Hey, Bulgur. I'm actually surprised that Julia hasn't bitten her. Like, in the face, hard. All right. So do I, Seiji. I don't like the way Foodie holds Julia. I'm like, how can you own cats for as many years as you've owned cats and you hold them like that? You got Julia like literally like this. Her belly's exposed. You got her basically in a body lock to where she can't even move. Her paws are out like this. It looks very awkward and very uncomfortable. When you hold a cat, yeah, you want to make them to feel secure, but also they have got the option to jump down if they want to. All right, on to you, Mr. Salad. What are you doing? What do you want? All right. What's your state of mind, Salad? Huh. Oh. This is interesting. So the first card we got down is the Knight of Swords. This is the first card down. You get the Knight of Swords. And I feel like the motorcycle in the background is significant. Oh, wow. So the message I'm getting from the card is like he's tired of being hunted. Like being with Foodie, he feels like he's always being hunted. Like she is the hunter and she's after him. But you've got the bird in the sky, and then you've got the motorcycle. It's like, bitch, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like he's flying towards his freedom. He's tired of this life of feeling hunted, being stalked. You know, like he's pursuing his freedom. Like he's tired of he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like he desires his freedom. He desires his freedom. So yeah, that's basically what's on his mind right now. Is it's just I'm getting the fuck out of here. I want to go. I want to fly without them. There's also with the Five of Wands. There's a feeling of he's trying to find. I keep hearing balance. Like he's trying to find his balance. He's struggling to find his balance right now. Like he feels like his world is very unbalanced right now. The fire at the top of the picture is like he just looking for bright. No, that's not it. That's not what I was wanting to say. Like he's trying to get away from Foodie, but it's like he's having a harder time about it. That's because he feels very, very unbalanced. He's just trying to keep the balance. He's not able to get his balance right now with the Five of Wands. But with the High Priestess card, are you talking to me, Becca, or are you talking to somebody else in here? I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I'm looking down at my card, so I'm catching bits of conversation. What diet did I use when I lost weight? I was actually on the Foodie Beauty diet. It was called Crackhead Olympics and being a reactor. I'm not even kidding. She would go live for 8 to 10 hours a day and just trying to keep up with her all day. And that was every day. Yeah, we watch Foodie or lose weight. Exactly. All right, so moving on, we got the High Priestess card. Yeah, for a year. So the High Priestess card, like I think he's going inward. He's tapping into his inner voice, his inner intuition. How much weight did I lose? 20 pounds. Just watching Foodie, like reacting to her, like she wouldn't let anybody do anything. Doggone it, Foodie. Go to bed, bitch. So yeah, he's tapping into his higher self. I think a little bit more. Hmm. with the High Priestess card, he's tapping into his more spiritual self, because he realizes that his foolishness that's what got him in trouble in the first place. But he's looking to find that happiness again. I also feel like with the King of Swords, he wants to be in control of things again. He's not been feeling in control. Like, he's not been feeling his own strength. It's just like, I want to feel my own strength. Again, notice there's birds. There's birds in the background. There was birds in the first card. There's birds in this one. Like, he wants to fly. Okay, show me something about this Queen of Cups card here. Eh? What? All right, I'm going to stop right here and pull out some other cards. Like, the message keeps saying the same things. Like, he wants to be fucking free. Like, I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm done with this shit. Go away. Oh, so what is going on with him and Foodie? Oh, what happened here? What is this? Eh? I think Salah wants to be done. You could see it on his face. Yeah, I know. And I think she knows too. I think she's known for a while, but she doesn't care, because she's like, I want to continue this stupid arc that makes no sense. I want to continue this arc even though it makes no sense to continue it. So how are you feeling about yourself in Foodie, Salah? She's been making a fool out of herself. Oh, hello, Perpetual Goose. You're doing chores? From the overlords. Well, Goose. There's my overlord right there. Booger. Booger. Queen Booger. There's my overlord. Laying on the bed. And if I dare to stay up late, she's got something to say about it. Everybody, that's Goose. Great live last night, Goose. You know, you know what, Goose? I might just get Oliver as my co-host. Wouldn't that be something if I got an Oliver or a mannequin? Dress him up like Oliver. I'm not going to spend $2,000 though. What? I'm playing. I don't want anything that looks like Salah. You might make Cutie jealous. Where's your husband? I got your husband right here. A mannequin head. All right. Let's see. So what's going on with Salah? A green teddy bear named Oliver. Aw. Yes, Goose's live last night was great. I had a lot of fun. It was, the chat was lit. Everybody was giggling, having a good time. All right, we're going to get started. What are you feeling like, Salah? What are you feeling, sir? What's on your mind? Okay, bye, Perpetual Goose. Thank you for coming in. Oh. Well, okay, so what he's feeling, like he's basically right now, he's looking for balance, peace, and happiness. Like right now, things are relatively calm with him. But during this time of relative calm of like, experiencing the peace, it's not like he's not been paying attention to things. Like he's got his ear to the wall. He's paying attention to the rumors, gossip. He's being nosy. Like he's not like been just away from girl world and I'm not paying attention. He's paying attention. He is paying attention. Hey, T-Bird. Oh boy. I need to put a card down on this one. Oh, Lord. So, like, how he's feeling about Chantal, like, he looks at Chantal this way. Psychopath, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. Like, she must be getting worse. Because this is the next card that came on top of that. Upheaval, disaster, downfall. Like we see what we see of Chantal in front of the camera, but there must be something going on behind the camera because he is straight up, flat out exhausted. Like she's exhausted. He's exhausted dealing with her. Like he's done with this whole thing. He's like, she's tired me out. And he is looking forward to a glow up, a new career, successful business, new opportunities. Like he's just like, let's get this over with. Like he's itching to get on to something different. Like she represents like the old way of things, and he's like, I'm done here. Like I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. I just want to drop you off somewhere and forget about you. Hey, Witch of the Wildwoods. And I also feel that I'm picking up this energy from him that he's getting very agitated. I'm sensing a lot of agitation from him. Like, come on, let's go. Like that's his energy of like, he wants to close the door on Chantal. He wants to let go of her. He wants her to move along and do whatever it is she needs to do so that he can do whatever he needs to do. It's like there's an agitated, irritated energy of, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Just, like it's always delays, procrastination, too busy. Like he is just like, can we get this over with? He might be numbing himself out by continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. He might be partying a little bit just to kind of like wait for her to leave. Okay, so the thrills card, show me something else with that. Oh, yeah, this has to do with her. This definitely has to do with her. This is Chantal. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, followed by clingy. Old exes, dead relationship, old ways. Girl, he probably knows about Nader. Like she must be stuck on Nader. They might have had conversations. Like his head is somewhere, her head is somewhere. Like they're not for each other, and they know that. So he's looking at the situation and going, why are you even here? You don't want to be here. You want to be somewhere else. And just Go. Get out. Yep. Love affair. Dirty little secret. Sex fix down low. Y'all both have secrets. Both of you. Both of you. Foodie. Both of you. You both got secrets. You both are focused on different people and different things. So why are y'all doing all of this? I don't even know. Like the heart wants what it wants and his heart does not want you. And honestly, your heart doesn't want him. So what are y'all doing this stupid shit for? Like go where you really want to be. You'll be so much happier. So will he. All right. So how does Foodie feel about him? About Salah? Let's get into that real quick. And thank you for all the wonderful people in chat. You guys being here tonight. I really appreciate that. Those of you that are in chat, if you want to give a thumbs up to the chat, I'd really appreciate that if you did. It helps other people to find me, find my channel, and enjoy the tarot readings as much as you do. And for those people that are lurking in chat, peekaboo, I see you. There might be some people lurking, peeking and spying. Like I don't know you're there. Like I don't know. It's okay. Do what you want. All right. So how does Foodie feel about Salah? She wants Nader. Oh, yep, she sure does. I can't keep up with her. It's, you know why you can't keep up with her cycling? Because there is no cycle. It's just a big old circle. She's just chasing her tail around and around. It'll make you dizzy. I feel you. You know what? There's no like different phases. It's all the same phase. All right. So how do you feel about Salah, Foodie? How are you looking at him? How do you feel about him? Talk to us. I try to be a fun time. I do. All right. Oh. Ow, that's going to hurt. Wow. So I was asking the question, like, how does Foodie feel about Salah? Wow. The first card that popped out is narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. So he's got a big head, does he? But his ego is very fragile. Well, that fits with Salah. But he's got an ego, but he's got a fragile ego. Very appropriate. I'm a lurker, but I'm not one of those lurkers. Those fucking people. Hi, soiling my plants. It's okay. There's lots of people who talk and chat, and then there are people who prefer not to, and that's just their preference. And then there are people peeking around the corner with their little spyglass and scouting around and, you know, like peeking for Foodie, and they're snitches for Foodie. I know they're in the audience. It's okay. And I'll be able to identify them when they go back into her chat and they start talking about the tarot readers, because they always do. They tell on themselves, thinking that they can just get extra points in Foodie, and she don't care. But back to this. So yeah, soiling my plants. Yeah, that's what a clever name. All right, so back to Salah. I got sidetracked. Sorry. So like he's a fragile egg, I guess. King Beezer is a fragile egg. She acknowledges that he is wanting to find harmony and balance, peace, and happiness. Like he's trying to find the balance. That he's going through it, like he's going through a time of self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talents. Like he's basically trying to ground himself. Like she sees, like he's trying to ground himself right now. And this is interesting. He's spending time with family, blood ties, inner circle. Like he's connecting back to his family roots. Like he was disconnected for a while. He's connecting back to the family. He's spending time with family right now, which leads to her missing him, missing you, let's talk reunion. Like he's wanting to spend time around his family right now. It's Ramadan. Like he's leaving her alone a little bit more. And she knows it's Ramadan. She knows that this is the time that he spends with family. But it's like she's so clingy on him. She's so clingy. It's like she knows about the family obligations. She knows about the family ties. And yet she's not someone that she could just keep herself busy and let him do his thing. So like she's like, yeah, I miss Salah. I miss Salah. But if he were there, like they're not going to do anything together. Also, let's see. Let me look at this. Oh, I think she knows that he's got another female in the background, possibly with child. There's a woman around him that possibly has had a child or with child. Someone he's very, very close to. You know, like he's just connecting to a lot of very loving, nurturing energy right now that she's not a part of. And he's also Foodie. He's not just spending time around the family. He's having a good time. Yeah, he's been spending time with the family, but that's not the only thing he's doing. Like he's like, yeah, I'm spending time with the family. He is some of that, but not all of it. He's been going out and being a bit of a party boy. You know, like you let him out of his jail cell. He's taking full advantage of that. Yes, he is. He's been hanging out with friends and doing his thing. And he's, you know, because he needs moments like that to put up with her. He's got to decompress to put up with everything she throws at him. Breaking fast with others, not Foodie. He's like, Ramadan, let's do this. I'll be with my family and I'll party for a bit. And she's paying for his good time. Oh, yeah. You know, like I just want to get some clarifiers on the nightlife card. Ooh, uh-oh. Foodie, this is not looking good for you. So the two clarifiers. Him going out at night and partying. It's not just about him getting effed up on alcohol or whatever. It's bringing back the happiness in his life. He's been missing a lot of happiness. You know, he's enjoying these moments being happy. And these moments where he's felt happy and been around friends and been around family and having a good time, it's making him think. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. Like, it's making him feel better overall as a person. And there's the feminine energy again. He's got a dirty little secret, sex fix down low. Like, he's seeing somebody. He is, you know, he's like, what's that old saying? The best way to get over someone is to get under somebody else. He's been getting that sexual healing. And not from you. Not from you, madam. Not from you. Oh, no, no, no. I don't think it's an arranged marriage. I think he's just been sowing his wild oats. But like, he's been getting his sexual healing. Or sensual healing, whatever it is he needs. So y'all wanted a reading on Aunt Phyllis, is that correct? Let me just put some of these cards away. You know what, Witch of the Wildwoods? I think I can confidently say it would be impossible to find out every single thing about the Kuwait Ark. For anything we do find out, there's probably going to be 200 other details that we never find out. Foodie will do her best to make sure that we never find out. If we find out 5 things, there's probably 500 more that we will never know. Like, Foodie takes great pride in hiding all of her secrets. And she's like, I'm the one standing in front of the vault door. Like, it gives her pride to know that there's a bunch of secrets and we don't know them. And unless somebody goes off script, there's very little that we're going to find out. Like, it gives her great pride to know that she can hide her secrets. Like, that is her true wealth, is her wealth of lies that stay hidden. Okay, so Aunt Phyllis. What can we do for Aunt Phyllis? Is Sunburst Tarot in here? See. Oh, I got this beautiful deck I've never used. And I've never used this deck, and I've never studied the book either. Check this out. Since, you told me about Aunt Phyllis's energy, I think it's appropriate. Yeah, look at the cards. These cards are gorgeous. Look at that. Something tells me to do a reading on Aunt Phyllis using these. But the energies that are around her would be very pleased if I did. Like, I'm going in straight blind with these. I'm not studying the book. I'm just doing straight intuitive. Never use this deck. But if Aunt Phyllis is about that Fae energy, then I'm going to honor that which surrounds her. All right. Can you give us some insight, please, on what is the state of Aunt Phyllis? How is she feeling? How is she doing? You're, you're back after being bossed around by your dog. Well, I'm another hour or two of Booger is going to be bossing me around. So what are some general cards for Aunt Phyllis? What would you like? Give us some insight on Aunt Phyllis. How is she? Please and thank you. All right. I've never, excuse me, never worked with these before. What are you trying to tell me? All right. All right. So this first card, like it's, and I know it's a little dark in here, and these are a bit darker in coloration, so it's kind of hard to see. But I'm holding it up for you guys to see. I keep getting that, like, this is her. This is her energy just trying to get ahead of a storm. Would you like to explain what that means? Just try to get on top of a storm. The next card over. Like, I think that Foodie's been talking to her, because this is a picture of a fairy with a child riding on its back. And Foodie is very, even though she's 40 years plus old now, Foodie's very childlike as far as her mentality, you know, and the child is riding on the back of the fairy. So that there's a feeling of, like, how can I explain this? Foodie is always reaching for her aunt. And Foodie's very childish. And there's a sense of, like, the child and the fairy are very, 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 very close. So there's the sense of a bond there. All right, and I need a clarifier for that. Can you put one down for me? Thank you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, like, but the Foodie and the aunt are really, really close. You know, the aunt, I was just told this. The aunt, she sees a lot of herself in Foodie. Like, when she looks at Foodie, like, she sees Foodie as kind of like a younger version of herself. Like, in as far as being free-spirited and all that. Like, one free-spirited person recognizes another free-spirited person. Like, I do what I want, you know? And that's part of what bonds them together. It's not just blood. It's not just blood relation. It's just we're both kind of like wild, free spirits. But I wanted to put some cards on top of that to clarify. Even though they are close, I think, oh my, I think even the aunt has either reached her limit or is going to reach her limit with Foodie because look, like even the aunt that cares about Foodie, bye Bobby, even the aunt that feels close to her is like, look, I got my limit, and sometimes we just got to put you out on the porch. Like, I'm not gonna let you walk all over me. So even the aunt's like, there's only so much Foodie that she could take. Okay, clarifier for this one too. Hmm. What do you want to tell me about this? I think like even the aunt is, whatever's going on with Foodie right now, and the aunt, like the aunt is, she's not, like she acknowledges the bad energy that Foodie brings home with her every time she comes back. Like, I love you, but I wish you were more far away. Like the whole thing with Foodie is weird. On one side of things, she brings a lot of dark, negative energy to the family. On the other side, she's like, help me, help me, help me. Like coming off like a baby, take care of me. I need to be taken care of, and also being too carefree. And I'm just going to go do my thing. It's just, it's a weird, chaotic energy. So that's basically what's going on with Foodie and her aunt. Is they are close. They are very close. It's just that like even the aunt, even Aunt Phyllis, has her limit with Foodie. It is very challenging. It's like, I want to care for you, but you make me sorry when I do. You take advantage of it, and that's what makes everybody angry. Is like you take advantage of those who take care of you. You make people sorry to care about you. You make them feel stupid for caring about you. All right, so let's do some other ones on Aunt Phyllis. Oh, let's see. Let's put these away. Looking to see if I have any others over there. I probably do, but I can't find them right now. So, do I have any other fairy decks? What is this? I have so many decks, I don't even know what each of them are. Aren't they pretty? Ooh. Oracle of Portals. The aunt does care, but it's like, even the most caring person, they've got a limit, and you can't be pushing people's buttons like that. All right. So, are there any further things? What's going on with Aunt Phyllis? If you can give us some further insight, thank you. How does Aunt Phyllis feel about Chantal? What does she want her to focus on? This is from on to Foodie. Like, what does she want her to focus on? Oh. That's interesting. So I think Aunt Phyllis knows about whatever magical stuff that Foodie's been doing. She's aware. She is aware. And she's saying to Foodie, like, Foodie, you have a choice. You always have a choice. Like, you're not stuck with whatever's going on. You always have a choice. You always have a choice, ma'am. You do. You have it. You have a choice. Like, you can choose to see the sun if you want to, with the sunrise. That you basically have been living in a land of dreams. You know, like, get out of that land of dreams. Because once you get out of that land of dreams and you stop dreaming, you can go through a transformation. So that was the message courtesy of the aunt. In other words, Foodie, get your head out of your ass. Stop living in a fake fantasy world. Get real with yourself. Yeah, isn't that something? It's a crappy dream. So were there any other readings that I should do on? I think I did Foodie, Salah. We did the auntie. And Amber. I even covered Miss Amber. Anybody else? Or is that it? You know what? I should do one on Mr. Pete's while I'm here. What one should I use for Pete's? Pete's. I haven't used these in a while. These are like my Osho tarot deck. I love using these. What's going on with Mr. Pete? What about the work at the Hardee's where Fruity is going to get daily? I'm sure he still has some of it, Allison. All right, I just picked something up. Sunburst, I'm picking up something right now, but I'm not saying what it is. But it's okay now. I got it. All right. So we're moving on to Pete's. Like, I just want to get some insight to Pete's. wanted some insight to Pete, and how does he feel? Like, what's going on with him? Pete probably does see himself as her savior. I don't know about that. I don't know about the whole savior thing. It'd just be like, he's just there. He's like a last resort. You know, and he just can't get out of her gravity. You know, he just can't get out of her gravity. And there's only one way to get out of her gravity, and that's to exit her universe. That's the only way you get out of the Foodie Beauty gravity. You got to get completely out of their universe. Okay, so like, how is Pete feeling? How is he feeling? How are you feeling about yourself, Pete? What is your general energy, sir? Oh. Oh, I knew there was a reason why this deck was calling to me right now. I knew it. So the first card down, bang, it's past lives. This is a past lives thing with him and Foodie. Dealing with something from a past life. A connection from a past life. Like he's feeling some kind of connection from a past life. And that's why it's making so hard for him to move on. It's like he's feeling like he's feeling like he's got to hang on to it. So because like it's funny that these two cards came in side by side. There's the past life card, and then there was also the clinging to the past. Both of them right next to each other. So like you're feeling some kind of connection, Pete, to something that happened in a past life with somebody. Like some kind of connection that you have with them. And maybe it's because you're feeling the strongest connection to that person due to the fact that you're very introverted and you're not going out. You're not seeking out new things. You're not doing new things. You're not discovering if there's other connections to other people. You just know of only one. And because you feel like you only have one, you've got to hold on to it. But there's so much more out there. I know, Becca, I just do readings and stuff because people enjoy it. So like he's feeling like there's a past life connection, and I'm hearing it's all I've got. It's all I have. That's why he's hanging on to it. Like he's got one connection. This is all I've got. And he doesn't want to let it go. Okay, the next cards are interesting though. We've got the Harmony card. I'm keep focusing on the dolphins in the picture. Dolphins are very, very like childlike. They're very playful. He's looking for that childlike, playful energy. You know, and Chantal is the closest thing to that he knows. But there's also a sense of like his consciousness is coming through and trying to reach through to him. And it has to do with the lovers. Like his consciousness is trying to help him out. All right, I want to do I want to expand on this past lives and cling to the past cards. All right. So with the past lives, I put down another card, sharing. I passed away at BBJ. What? I wasn't doing a reading on BBJ. I just mentioned the word BBJ. Okay, so past lives. Okay, so this past life thing with him and Foodie, I'm like, can you give me some clues on that? What is it with the past lives? So the cards that came up were sharing. And then, interestingly enough, there was suppression. So it had something to do in a past life with sharing something and suppressing something. Something that was going on between sharing and suppressing. With the clinging to the past, what's going to break the cycle, but like the bond between those two? If there's a karmic contract, what's going to break it? What's going to bring about change? It's like he's got to go out and go live. He's got to experience things. Like if you want to break this bond with Chantal, if you want to get away from, if you want to have the strength, you've got to go out and experience life, Pete. You can't put yourself in a box. Yeah, you got to fight it. You've got to learn to be a fighter. You can't be so incredibly passive. You've got to be receptive to the universe. Got to let yourself bloom. Okay, you can't be so like focused on holding something together that's meant to fall apart. So that's for Pete. That is for Pete. And we're going to put these cards away. I'm going to put them to the side, and I'm going to ask the question, like how does he see Chantal using the same deck? So the first cards, they are put to the side, so they won't come up again. I don't want those same cards. I want different ones. Can you show us how Pete feels about Foodie? Well, you're right, Tai Chi. It's like they both have that. This is all I've got. This is all I've got. I got to hold on to it. It's all I've got. Well, that's because your hand is not open to receive more. You got something in your hand and you grab onto it like, I'm not letting it go. Well, as long as you hold on to something that tightly, nothing else can fill your palm, can it? You got to have open hands, free hands to grab onto new things. All right, so how does he feel about Chantal? Oops, nope. What do they have to look forward to if they stay in the same cycle? Nothing good, that's for sure. How does he feel about her? How do you feel about her, Pete? How do you see Foodie? Oh. Interesting. So how does he see Chantal? These are an interesting array of cards. So he sees her as a very intense person, like where he is very passive, very bland. She's intensity. She's fire. Like she brings that intensity. She brings that intense quality. And there's something about that intensity that inside of him, he's like, I wish that I were that intense. He's interpreting that intensity as strength. So whenever she's intense, he's like, there's a part of him that wishes he had he had that kind of intensity, that he had that kind of fire burning in his belly. So he sees her as being very, very intense, very full of flame, very full of fire. And he also sees her as like, he sees kind of the innocence in her. He sees something about her that reminds him of innocence. Maybe when she does the baby voice or whatever, but in a way, she's kind of childlike. And he kind of identifies with that as well because he himself is a bit childlike. He sees her as being playful. You know, and she's got a playful nature when she wants to be playful. Now here's where the circle turns a bit. He also sees her as this. So she's got all these qualities. All these qualities. But then she's no thingness. Like she just, like there's something about her, like she's not just nothing, she's no thing. Like she has no set identity, if that makes sense. Like she takes on other identities, other personalities. Like I keep hearing blank page. She keeps rewriting herself. She has no one set personality. Like she's she's a bit of a void, a chameleon void. Like she changes so much. Like she'll change her voice. She'll change the words that she uses. She'll change her clothes, the company that she keeps. Like everything just changes. She takes on a different personality per the situation, per the people that she's around. So like she's no thing. She's no particular thing. She's everything and nothing. She is also somebody that she is surrounded in abundance. And like she's, even though she's nothing, like she's creative. He's like, oh, like look at this person becoming all these different things. Like there's creativity in that. And I think there's a part of him that admires that too. Like, I wish I had the ability. He sees some of the things that she does, and he's like, I wish I could do that. I wish I had that ability. I wish I could pull that off. But all he can do is just be an accomplice. All right, so I want to go the other way. I want to turn the table the other way. I want to pup so bad, but I sleep too much. Why don't you get a senior dog? There's plenty of senior dogs that need homes, and they're not up all hours of the day. Shelters have lots of senior animals that are looking for homes. And they sleep a lot longer. And they're not as hyper. And they want to be cuddle bugs. All right. All right, so how does Foodie feel about Pete? I bet she sees him a lot different than he sees her. How does he see you? How do you see Pete, Foodie? Hey, Pisces. How are you? I'm just making sure all of these are shuffled up really good. Aw, pure black cat. I love black cats. Black cats are awesome. My roommate has 5 of them. And they're all adorable. Okay, so how do you feel about Pete's Foodie? How do you feel? How do you see him? Oh, wow. That's, well, it's good. It's real good, y'all. It's real good the way she sees him. She sees him as being a very receptive person, that he does have nurturing, caring energy. That he's going through a moment of he's developing awareness. Like something is changing in Pete. Like he is moving in silence. He is moving in silence. That things are definitely changing around him. And whatever's going on with Pete, whatever improvements that he's making, like he is turning into more of a fighter. Like he's fighting something, and he's going through a bit of a breakthrough. He's going to have a breakthrough. So like this whatever is going on with Pete, or whatever's about to happen, it's going to be good for Pete. I don't know. I mean, this might be the moment that he actually learns. So I did Pete's, I did Foodie, Salah, the auntie. Did I forget anyone? Did I forget anybody? I think I got everyone. Well, we're almost at 3 hours, guys, so I think I'll cut it off here. I did readings on everyone. I don't know if Foodie has done anything tonight. Nat. Oh, you know what? You're right. Ma'am, you are correct. I haven't done one on Nads. Why didn't I think of that? Wait. Hold on. I'm not leaving yet. Wait. I'm not leaving. Zzz. Scratch that. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Damn it. I'm not leaving. I'm going to do some more. Where are my other tarot cards? Where did they go? All right. I got too many doggone decks. I swear to God, when I move again. Where's my other deck? I had a neon tarot deck. That's the one I'm looking for. Where did you go? Where did you go? Too many decks. I don't know where they went. I'm probably going to find it later when I don't need it, because that's usually how it works. You know what? I'll just use this deck. I don't care. I'll use my Rider-Waite deck. I don't know where my neon deck went. I know I saw it somewhere. It ran away. It grew legs and ran away. And considering that it's Nads we're talking about, we're doing another cleansing of the cards to get Chantal's nasty energy off of it. Booger. 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 She's sleeping. Look at her. Look at her. She's sleeping. Look at her. Cat ASMR. Booger sleeping. She'll be up around 3 o'clock in the morning. Watch. I'll be trying to go to bed. She's like, I was sleeping. You have to be awake now. No, I don't. No, ma'am. I don't have to be up with you. All right. So one on Nader. Oh, you want to come out? So this just flipped itself out. Knight of Cups. Oh, really? Well, thank you for the memo. Knight of Cups, eh? That's interesting. I think I did a reading on Shmi the last time. And basically the energy with Shmi was that she loves her daughter. Shmi loves Foodie. It's not about lack of love. It's every time the Foodie comes back, she brings a bunch of problems with her and expects people around her to solve her problems. If Foodie came back to Canada, say, and she got a place of her own, even just a motel room, and let's just say she want to go see her mom or her family and go, hey, I've got a place of my own. I just want to come hang out for a while and drink coffee with you and talk to you. They would like that a whole lot more. But every time Foodie comes back to Canada, she is a bundle of problems that need to be solved. You know, like I need a place to stay and this, that, and the other thing. And I need a car to drive. And it's about problems. So they would like it if she did some adulting and came back the right way and not bring the problems to them. The visits would be a lot more pleasant. All right, so Mr. Nader, what do you want to say, sir? What would you like to say? What's been going on with you, Adam? All right. Sorry I'm taking a minute to shuffle these up, y'all, but I've already done readings with these today, and I can't find my other deck. I don't want to sit here for 15 minutes and look for it. We're going to do a thorough shuffle of this one. Why am I shuffling so aggressively? Good Lord. Shuffling these tarot cards like they owe me money. Calm down. All right. Okay. That is interesting. This is for Nader. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Nader, but pizza's involved. Like this, Pete's, Foodie, and Nader are connected. I'm not saying that Nader and Pete's like each other, but I'm feeling like the way that Nader is going to get to Foodie is through Pete's. Does that make any sense? Let's hold on. Here's the connection. I feel like if Foodie comes back to Canada, like she might move in with Pete's, and then once she gets whatever from Pete's, that is how he's going to see Chantal. Like she's going to talk to Pete's, maybe move in with Pete's or something, get money from Pete's, and then at that point, then he'll see Chantal. Does that make sense? Like she's going to set up housekeeping somewhere, maybe getting Pete's to help her. Maybe he might give her money. Maybe he might move in with her. But it's like, this is the starting point with the Page of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is upside down. You know, and not in a good way. So the Queen of Pentacles is not upright like she normally would be. She is reversed. So it feels like Foodie's, if she comes back to Canada, she's not going to be coming back to Canada with lots of money. All right, she's not coming back with lots of money. So it's like before the Queen of Wands can come see Nader, she's got to go through the Page. Like the Page has a little bit of something. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles obviously doesn't have anything, which has led her to this point right here. Okay, like she's feeling very surrounded by the swords. I don't know what to do. I'm okay. Nope. And there. I'm just going to say it. Okay, like I got to cover up this card because it's kind of adult. It is the Star card. You guys can see it, right? I'm going to have to go and put strips of black tape on some of these cards because they're nude. But I think I'm feeling that the adult, sexy, fun time stuff that Foodie's been doing, part of the money has been going to Nads. Like she's been sending some money to Nader. And the adult, sexy, fun time stuff is, she makes the money there and she sends at least some of that over to Nader with the Knight of Pentacles. Like here he is to come get it. So like that adult sexy fun time money, it's divvied up in different ways. It is. Hmm. And Chantal being the big stupid idiot, like she's the one over there making the money and paying for him and Dee Dee. Stupid Chantal. Yeah, you know what? I think that's it too, Debbie. I think there's a lot of people around Chantal that they know things. And the only reason why they haven't come forward to say what those things are is because their silence is paid for. So the more dirt you know, the more tea you have, the more money she's willing to pay you to make you shut up. Because the one thing that's important to Chantal is her public image and the lies that she puts in front of people. And she doesn't want anybody or anything breaking that illusion. She'll pay any amount of money to keep it going. So yeah, like it feels like Chantal has been like she might be coming back to Canada. She's gonna be seeing Nader. She's still talking to him. And I really hope that Pete safeguards his money. I hope that Pete does not give her money outright because there might be a chance that Nader might get it. She might ask money for something from Pete and then take that money and give it directly to Nader. I'm just saying, don't give her nothing, Pete. If she comes back to Canada, it might go to him. So let me just look for another deck. Where did it go? Oh, I'm sure she does, Tasha. How could she not know? Dee Dee is one of those that where you ride, I ride with you type of chicks. You know, like they're in it together. Let me just pick these up. They're, you know what I mean? It's like thick as thieves. What he does, she knows about, and she's cool with it as long as as long as you include her somehow. Like, oh, you're getting money from Chantal? Okay, I'm cool with it as long as it buys food for the both of us or pays for something. I'm good. Like, I know you don't love her. I know there's no chance of ever falling in love with her. She's just a pay pig. You know, like milk that cow. I mean, that's her point of view. If you can milk the cow, milk the cow. I'll take that milk and make biscuits with it. I don't care. Free milk. All right. How does Nader feel about Chantal? How does he feel about her? Right. She does understand him and accept him. And she knows there's no possible way. She knows that Nader's not in love with Chantal. She knows. So she doesn't feel threatened by her. She's like, I got him, and Nader will never be with Chantal. So, like, her position is secure. She's not threatened at all. She understands the game, and she plays her part in the game. does Nader see Foodie? How does he see her? The cards that you pick. Oh, they're all shuffled up now. Like I'm shuffling them right now on this other Oracle deck, Peach Blossom. All right. Hmm. That's interesting. How does he see her? So here are the cards. First one is self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talents. Next one is secured, settled, wealthy. Next one is masking, hiding, concealing, deception. Okay. Then we got nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas, daydreaming, vacation. So what do all these mean? I'm pulling these up so you guys can see like the whole line. The first three cards to me like scream the image that she's put on YouTube. Like this whole dream life, this Delulu life. Like she wants us to believe that they're doing well. You know, like secured and wealthy and we're fine, and you know, like she's hiding behind a mask. It's a facade. It is a facade. You know, like here's another reference to the nightlife. There's so many references to something's going on at night. And one of the words on here is striptease. Chantal, what are you doing at night? You're doing some naughty stuff at night. You know? Like he looks at you and he sees you someone and you've got your heads in the cloud, delusion, hopes and dreams. Like you are a dreamer, Foodie. You dream all the time. You dream out loud. You got your head in the clouds. Delusion. Hello, delusion. Delusion. But the last card is interesting. Vacate, get away, relax, have fun. So does that mean you're coming back to Canada, Foodie? Are you coming back? Huh? Are you coming back, ma'am? Oh. Because he's hearing all the gossip. The rumors, gossip, nosy. He's paying attention to that too. But he also sees you, Foodie, as double life, cheater, backstabber. So you and Nader might understand each other, but he don't care about you. He sees you the way that you see him. He sees you very, very clearly. That you are a two-faced person. And not only are you two-faced, you're very stagnant. Like you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You're stuck, dead end, frozen. And you procrastinate too doggone much. You procrastinate. You know, like you don't do anything. Like you're not a mover and a shaker. You know, and what's weird is that you're out there looking for your soulmate. You want your twin flame. You want that great love, and yet you're not moving. You're not making things happen. You want this great love of your life. At the same time, you're sitting in a room eating. How in the world is the great love in your life going to find you if you're not working on yourself and you're not walking out of that room? Yeah, again, like you're craving the intimacy. Like you need intimacy. You're clingy. You want these things, and yet you are not facilitating the right environment for these things to actually get to you. Hence the reason why you spend so much time trying to force the feelings, force the intimacy. You want to punch through walls versus walking around them and seeing if you actually belong on that side of the property. You know, like you want these great things, yet you are not building the foundation for these great things. Yeah, and you're motivated by your lust. You're very motivated, but you're always reaching for the lust. Hence the reason why you never find the love. It's all about lust. Lust is momentary. It is very temporary. It is very fleeting. Real love takes time to build, to grow, to establish, to bond, and you can't rush that. And there are consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals. Like love is not a game, Foodie. That's the problem with you. Love is not a game. You treat it like a game, but it's not. And you're feeling very hopeless. You need to recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. But the reason why you won't recharge is because you're too fucking salty, bitter, angry, petty. And you're still running around. You're still running around looking for apologies, Foodie, for things that you feel people have done to you that you consider are wrong. Like you still want Nader to apologize to you for hurting you. Like even now, even after a few years, you're like you're hanging around waiting for him to. You think he's going to care so much that he's going to realize whatever wrong he's done to you and apologize for it. He won't. He won't. You're angrily trying to get an apology out of him. You're trying to like hang around thinking it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Ooh. Are you helping him with something legal, Foodie? Are you? You paying for his expenses, ma'am? Is that what the money's for? Is that why you've been sending the money his way? I wonder. I really wonder. Is that why he's been so silent on you? Not dropping the real tea? You've been paying for his shit? All right. So I think that's all we need to do here as far as Nader. So I hope you guys enjoyed the readings tonight. I know I enjoyed them. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. If you could, like this stream before you go, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Everybody have a great night, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I really appreciate everybody being here. Bye.